Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back. This is Youth Matters. I'm Mr. O, and to all my returning YBs, good to see you again. And for those that have come for the first time, you're very much welcome. Now, time for my intro.
3-day fast, I'm static shocked on God. Why these demons hiding? Arm of God be sharpened. Let the gang stay shining.
Alright guys, welcome back once again. My name is Dio, aka Mr. O. I'm a youth leader in my church. Check us out at Elpis Christian ministries. And also, before I go into it, I've got to give a shout out. I've got to give a salute to my sponsor for today, 3 Times Clothing. As you can see, I'm sporting this luscious black hat. So if you want more information, if you want the gear, please see it in the description below. Alright, so today, my video, it's more of a, I've never really seen it like that type of topic. Quite a lot of people, when you mention the name Jesus, they just think 2,000 years ago, he died on the cross, Son of God, and that's it. And then people don't really see and understand that he's relevant today. So the point of today's video is to give different examples of why he's still relevant in things of how he experienced, how he saw some certain things and the things that he went through in life, to let us know that as a YB, as a young believer, he's still relevant to us today. So check it. All right. One of the first things that a lot of young people actually experience while growing up, and probably everyone has, even people that are older and watching this, or you're going through that stage now, is feeling misunderstood. It's a common feeling. You know, have you ever been in that place, or you're probably in that place where people just don't quite understand you? They don't understand why you say some certain things. They don't understand why you do some certain things. And you tend to get frustrated because you're like, oh, can't you not see, you know, why I'm actually doing this certain thing? And it can build a lot of frustration, especially while growing up. But guess what? You probably didn't realize it, but Jesus experienced this same particular thing. You see, there's a story in the Bible when he's about 12 years old and his parents can't find him. So you can imagine if this are parents nowadays, they'll be calling up all your friends, where's Timmy, where's Nicky, and so forth, and they can't even find you. And about 3 days later, they found him, and they found him in what you can say is the equivalent of a church. And he's there, he's doing his thing. And his parents are like, what's going on? How come you've treated us like this? We've not seen you. And he kind of says to them, well, I'm in my father's house. I'm about my father's business. But as you begin to read on, it says they didn't quite understand him. So to somebody that's watching this today, you probably feel that same way. There's a particular course you like to do. There's a particular career path. There's something in your heart that you want to do that people around you just don't seem to understand you. They just don't seem to know why you want to do that thing. And you always end up feeling misunderstood. So the whole point of me saying this is to actually let you know that he knew how you felt because he actually went through that similar stage as well. But quick disclaimer, it doesn't mean it's an excuse for us to start acting recklessly or because of the sake of people don't understand me. Because at the end of the day, we still got to take sound advice from people around us. All right, guys, next point. And this one, it touches me a lot as I'm actually speaking about it. One of the main things a lot of young people experience while growing up is the challenges and temptations. It happens in school. You get to a certain age and you start feeling some certain things. You get to a certain age and you start experiencing peer pressure. People are trying to introduce you into different things. Some of them, you probably start happily doing it. And then some of them, you don't want to do it. And because of that pressure that you're feeling, it feels overwhelming. And in some circles, we actually call that temptation. And you realize it could be temptation to start smoking, start drinking, anything it is. But you realize as that feeling comes over you, it's overwhelming, even to the point you don't even know how to get it off you, especially when it's things that you don't want to do. And it ends up making you feel drained inside yourself. But guess what? Once again, Jesus actually experienced this. Probably not to the extent that we did, but he actually knew how it felt when he went through a similar stage himself where he was getting tempted to actually do some certain things which would have changed the whole course and career of his life, but he chose not to. But the point is that what I'm trying to drive at today is that he knows how it feels when the overwhelming feeling comes over you, when those challenges come over you, where you feel pressure to do some certain things and you don't want to do it. He can sympathize with you. That's why it's so important that we just don't see him as any ordinary person, but we need to see him as someone who understands how I feel, because he knows how it felt. He knows how it felt. He knows how it feels, and he still does. So know that even if you're experiencing those challenges right now, all I want to do is give you some encouragement that you're not alone. He knows how it really, really feels to be pushed against the wall. All right, guys, and this is the next one. As a young person growing up, you realize one of the things you face the most is fear, and that could be fear of starting new friends in a school. It could be fear of going to college. It could just be fear of the future. It could be fear of not knowing how people take you and perceive you as a person. It could be fear of being judged. It could be fear of not feeling adequate to people's expectations. But as a young person, you experience fear in so many ways, and it can be crippling, even to the point that you kind of want to lock yourself at home. You feel in isolation. But you know what? Jesus experienced this as well to a whole new level. There's something that's called hematidrosis, and it's actually a scientific medical condition when someone starts to sweat blood when they actually experience so much fear. And Jesus experienced that when he could see that he was about to die and he knew what was coming to him. He started to sweat blood. That was the next level of fear that he actually experienced. So to actually give someone encouragement out there that every time you're feeling down, every time you're feeling fearful, every time that feeling of fear comes over you, Jesus does understand and he does know how you feel because he experienced such an extreme form of it as well. So don't feel that you're alone in this. Don't feel that, you know what, there's no one that can relate to me. Because if your parents can't relate to you, unfortunately, at this moment in time, or your friends or your siblings can't relate to you, there is a friend in Jesus that can definitely relate to you. So if you're feeling that fear, know that, you know what, I've got a big brother that can help me out through this type of situation. I'm feeling it, guys. I'm feeling the emotion, and I hope you are too. So that's actually part 1 of why Jesus is still relevant to the youth. But stay tuned for part 2 because it's about to get deeper. Once again, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think, if there's something I can add on. And you know what? If there's something you're feeling, or if you're touched by what I've said in any way, slap it in the comments and let me know. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share it out to someone else that can definitely benefit from this. That's all from me, guys. Peace.
I step possessed, cause the soles my feet are blessed. Got a brand new word, chop this down with rooms of rev. No belly on when we step, swear down, gotta do it correct. She want Netflix and chill, but I want that brain instead.